Dexter, how are you, my friend? We're live.
We're live?
We're live, yeah. Welcome to day 673 of the quarantine.
Whoa. What day?
673.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm starting to crack. I'm cracking up a little bit.
Are you really? Are you freaking out a little bit?
I'm not freaking out, but I'm getting really I'm getting short with my kids, you know, and it's rough. I'm having a rough. I need to get out of that.
I can imagine, man. I bet you you know, I don't have to worry about kids right now, so
No, you
I
don't.
feel bad for everybody that does. Can't imagine
Yeah.
what you guys are going through.
Yeah, I went downstairs and hid in my basement today, and it sounded like they were trying to jump through the floor and come through the ceiling down here. It was just absolutely driving me nuts.
And Cash, that kid, man,
Boy, he's full of piss and vinegar, I'll tell you what.
he sure is.
Yeah.
He sure is. Yeah.
He is.
I don't know.
So how are you doing?
You know, it's weird because it's my life isn't, because I don't have kids to worry about, you know, my kids are older now. It's a weird thing because my biggest struggle is not being able to run to the grocery store or run to the gas station. Like at nighttime, I get these really bad, like sweet cravings. And so I just usually would just run to the gas station or run somewhere and get it. Everything's shut down. It's like you can't just do that. So that's the worst for me.
Yeah,
which isn't bad.
Our vacuum cleaner broke yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we only have one room that has carpet in it, but we have 3 kids under 7 that are always eating stuff and just dropping it on the floor. And yeah, our vacuum cleaner totally took a crap. So now I don't know what to do with it. I guess I'll put out my shop vac and just use that on the carpet. Hopefully I won't jack it up too much.
Yeah. None of the kids are sick or anything. Everybody's feeling good.
No, everybody's good, man. I woke up this morning though, and I swear I thought I woke up and I had coronavirus, man. I was like, I felt like shit, and I woke up and I just felt terrible, and I kept, Sarah, do I have a fever? Am I okay? What do you think? Do I need to go get tested?
So I read a story this morning. It was from Runner's Magazine, and they did a story about a 53-year-old guy who ran 83 marathons, and he got the coronavirus, and his family was talking about it because he died. So his family was talking to the magazine about what it was like for him. And this guy was healthy, didn't have any conditions. I mean, he ran 83 marathons in his life. He was 53. He got the coronavirus. He said he felt pretty crappy the first week. And then he said it started to get better and he felt okay. He thought he was coming out of it. And then the next day, boom, he could barely breathe. He went to the hospital and died.
Wow.
This is a guy that was completely healthy. That's what's crazy about this virus, man.
Yeah. Yeah. My allergies have been so bad that I've been afraid to leave the house because I thought that going out would just absolutely freak people out because I'm coughing, I'm wheezing. It's like my allergies are just killing me right now. And I know if I go out in public, people are just going to like shoot me or something because they think I'm like contagious and I'm out trying to socialize with everybody. So if you guys aren't aware, joining us today inside the podcast is Master Ken, the one, the only Master Ken. And Master Ken, welcome to the Buck and Dex podcast.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you don't have to get that close.
Yeah.
Should I talk close to the camera?
No, you don't have to. You can actually back up. It's okay.
I mean, it's kind of funny.
Is it any louder when I do this?
No, it's fine. It's fine, Master Ken.
Is it the same? Let's do a sound check. Is this okay? So test 1, 2.
Yeah, Master Ken, we're live. You're good.
We're live. We're good. All right.
Test
You
1,
are-
2.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah, that's you need to come closer.
Yeah.
Can you come closer? Can you come closer, Master Ken?
That, are you going to do demonstrations for us?
Oh, if you're lucky.
Okay. All right. Hey, did you see the? Yeah, go ahead.
I just got an extra bob here. I had this one before, and now I have Century sent me a new one so that I can do some 3-ways.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, you 3-ways, huh?
Yeah, 3-way self-defense.
Is that what you call it? 3-way?
Yeah.
Self-defense.
Yeah, like if I was just fighting this one, this would just be a 2-way. But then, you never know. You're focusing on one person, and then somebody jumps you from behind. You got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hence the 3-way. I get it.
Yeah.
Master Ken, how are you coping with all of this lockdown quarantine stuff? Are you staying hydrated?
Yeah, I barely notice. I'm always training. And I also know that it's pretty dangerous to be out there in the street. So I tend not to go out there anyway. I get my groceries delivered. And I'm always training in the dojo anyway. So, yeah, not a lot has changed for me.
So
Yeah,
go ahead, Deck.
For people that don't know, Enter the Dojo, that's a show that you've been doing for quite a few years now. And you teach the art of Ameridote, which I don't know if you can check out my shirt, but
oh yeah, that's old school. That's an old design we used to do. That's very hip of you to wear.
It's probably worth a few bucks, right?
Yeah, at least what you paid for it.
Well, I got it for free.
Exactly.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
man.
Amazing.
So, Master Ken, you are I don't know what we call you. You're the creator and the man behind Ameridote. Yes. All those, yes.
Wow.
Those are all your black belts, all the levels of black beltishness that Master Ken has achieved. How are things going for Ameridote as far as are you starting to open new dojos? What are you doing? What's your plan here? What's going on with Ameridote and you right now?
Well, I just had some dinner, and I feel a little full. I mean, that's the most recent development. I was also I was working out. I like to lift with multi-purpose items. Okay, so I got a battering ram. See that?
Yes.
Okay. So there was multiple uses for it. I'll do my curls. Get a nice pump going on.
Yes.
And then I'll just break a door open somewhere.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Just any door.
Practice my technique. Any door that you think I'll just see a door and be like, I wonder if I can open that, and then I'll just hit it with the battering ram. You can also use it again if you happen to find yourself in a 3-way, and you have 2 groins at your disposal. See how I have one groin over here, and then there's another groin that could be targeted.
Yes.
You can hit the first groin and then kind of bounce off of that and hit the other groin.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, that's groin squared.
Groin squared. That's probably not the most effective way to attack the groin, though, is it? I mean, that you're kind of known for stomping the groin, and that's it doesn't seem like it would be really effective, or not really effective, but practical.
Right, but see, here's the thing: when you get as advanced as I am, you have to challenge yourself.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
It's like if you start playing basketball, the easiest thing to do is a layup.
Sure.
And then as you get more advanced, then you throw the ball from the free
throw line.
Yeah, you throw from the 3-throw line, and then the 3-point, and then the 5 point, and then the 10 point. You know, you just keep going up in points.
Sure, I got you. Okay.
Are you getting your pump on right now?
What's that?
You getting your pump on right now?
Well, you tell me. I mean, this is what people pay for.
Wow.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Master Ken, I have a question for you. It looks like you're by yourself over there at the dojo, and we posted a question to our listeners. There's actually a little crawl at the bottom of the screen, and the question is, who would you be quarantined with if you could pick anybody? A news anchor, a local celeb, politician, musician, actor? Who would you like to be quarantined with, Master Ken?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. Let's see. Someone who's local.
It doesn't have to be local. It could be anybody. It could be a news anchor. It could be a famous musician, a celebrity. If you could have somebody locked in the dojo with you, give us a name.
Let's see, Gordon Ramsay probably, because I could use somebody who could cook.
Yeah. That's a good call.
Yeah, but he's kind of nasty, man. He'd yell at you all the time.
Oh, he'd do that once.
He'd take a groin out. He'd go right for the groin.
Yeah. Said he'd get saucy with me, then I slapped the taste out of his mouth.
Yeah. Is that Ultra? Is that Pedialyte? What are you drinking?
That's Gatorade. I don't feel like I should say it because they're not paying me, but it's Gatorade Zero. You get all the hydration with none of the calories.
Oh, good. Master Ken, what are you doing to deal with the monotony of quarantine right now? I mean, is it just working out? Is that kind of what you're doing?
Oh, I always got a lot of projects going on. I've been I pushed my book. I got my book. I've been always selling, The Tao of Master Ken.
Oh, very good. Where can people get that?
You can get that on Amazon, or you can go to enterthedojoshow.com for the autographed copies. And recently I've been rewriting it. Somebody said I should rewrite it. So I've been sitting down every day and just having a copy of the book next to me, and I just read it and then rewrite it on another piece of paper.
I don't think that's what they mean when they say rewrite it, Master Ken. I think they're talking about actually changing the content. I don't think they're talking about copying it.
Oh. I wish they'd been more specific. It's kind of a waste of time.
Maybe a second edition. Where'd you go? Maybe a second edition would be good.
What's it about? Is it just about your moves, Meridote?
It's an instructional book. You can see here. I'll show it to you. I'll show you the inside of it. This is some insider information because it's inside the book. See, like the thrust of freedom. That's a very famous move.
Yes.
I'm demonstrating here the different ways you can move your hips.
Okay.
So that's you get the building blocks of it, and then you get a training partner or a Bob here, and then you just say you're facing off and you're like, hey, you're not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And he says, get out of my face. Then you just line up your hips here and thrust them right in the floor. Just thrust.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's touching tent poles there. Master Ken, is that basically what you would do? So we're kind of hoping you could maybe help us with what's going on outside of our walls that we happen to be in right now. You just gave a good example of if somebody is not wearing a mask, is that the common standard practice that you would do if you found somebody outside not wearing a mask? Do you just kind of approach people and try to,
Well, no, see, it's very tricky. Okay, this is a very tricky situation because you want to maintain your social distance. You have to stay 6 feet away from people, ideally. And so I've been teaching self-defense in stages, of there's different combat stages. There's like far, 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 near, near, and then near, near, near. So let's get one Bob. There's too many Bobs. So let's say Bob here is 6 feet away. You want to figure out how to deal with him with distance weapons. You know.
Okay.
But you can carry things that also have another function, like a cane. Buck, you probably have one of these by now, right? You're getting it.
He absolutely does. I've seen it.
You just have you just do your cane walk that everyone knows. Buck walks like this, right? He's got that cane walk.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you notice somebody that doesn't have their mask on, and you say, "Hey, buddy, get your mask on." And he says, "Kick rocks." And then you take your cane and just hook him right in the back. Now you don't want to pull him too close to you, so you want to pull him into, a kick.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's something you do.
Pretty effective.
Master Ken, what do you do if you're out in public and you see somebody they're not practicing safe coughing, safe sneezing, they're not covering their cough? How would you approach a situation like that?
Well, there's a few ways you can do that. What I would say is you got to have your PPE on, okay?
Your personal protection equipment.
Yeah, make sure to have your personal protection equipment, and try to moisturize.
Okay.
So put moisturizer, some sort of lubricant. This is what a lot of people don't understand about latex, is that the way latex works best is to put lubricant underneath it.
Underneath it, okay.
Yeah. So, like I have a coating, I have a layer of lubricant on my hands right now, so these slide on really easy, okay? Also good for moisturizing.
Sure.
Okay, so have your PPE on.
Gotcha.
And then if you don't have, not everybody can make a fancy mask. Not everybody has a sewing kit. I mean, Dex has a sewing kit.
He does.
But not everybody is a seamstress like Dex.
Yes.
So in that case, just a rag.
Okay.
Just have a rag with you and just sort of put it over your mouth like this.
Okay.
Okay. And now say you're in this situation where this guy, you see him, he's not following the rules, and then he becomes aggressive. Now it's okay for you to fight him because you have your PPE, okay? So I can, with my gloved hand, shove my fingers right in his eyes.
Oh, good. Okay.
To blind him.
Yes.
I could also take my rag and cover his eyes.
Okay.
That's when I take a knife here.
Oh, where'd that come from?
Oh my gosh.
Then you just want to slice right across the throat.
Oh my. No,
okay.
You're gonna slit his throat?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't following the social distance rules, so he's endangering people's lives.
Yeah, absolutely right. Actually,
I mean, he's endangering my life. So now I have to do what I have to do to defend myself. So
game over. Yeah.
Cover his eyes with your rag, and then take the knife and just sort of in a sawing motion, kind of across the neck. Now that's going to spray a lot. If you've ever done, I don't know if you guys have ever done this. I've done this, and I got to be honest. There's so much blood. There's just so much. As long as they're alive when you do it. If you do this to a cadaver, it's no big deal. But if you do this to somebody who's up and walking around, it's just going to spray like a fountain. So then take your rag again and cover the blood so that it doesn't spray on you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's when you can insert the knife into the eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Just one in each eye. And you want to make sure you do both eyes.
Oh, Mr. Dex, the food has
if you just do.
arrived. Mr. Dex, the food have arrived. Your food have arrived.
Thank you.
All right, Dex is being attacked by a Chinese restaurant.
Sorry, my food just got here.
I heard your food arrived, Dex.
Sorry.
Yeah. What was that?
Whoa, why is there two of you?
There's not.
We're just waiting for you to get your food, Dex.
Sorry about that, guys.
What are you having for dinner, Dex?
Having a burger.
You couldn't say it in the podcast.
Well,
That's pretty funny.
I mean, it's gonna get cold.
Well,
I gotta
by
eat
all
it.
means. But I tell you what, Dex, hang on, Dex.
Yeah.
We'll just sit here and watch you eat. How about that?
Can you
Go ahead.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
You know, these DoorDash things, I don't know if I trust them at all, you know?
Did you wipe the bag down?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you just took a bunch of stuff from outside and now your hands are all over it. We should have waited and asked him until he shoved it in his mouth.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
that's true.
Well,
That's true.
I guess it's too late.
Where did you get a burger and fries from, Dex? Look at that thing.
From Five Guys.
Oh, he's on the Five Guys diet.
Been at a Five Guys in a while. This is all the way. This is a Five Guys all the way.
What does that even mean? Is that
You guys were picking on me about the three-way, and he's having Five Guys. That seems more dangerous to me, but
Yeah, I mean, but you go ahead. I'll eat this and
I'm going to go ahead and mute you while you eat your food because nobody wants to hear you stuffing your face. It's fucking rude, man. Oh my gosh, look at him. He is so, God, the fat kid in him is coming back out.
when did it leave?
We just received 2 emails over the past couple of days, and I don't know if you remember this or not, but people would actually email us and ask us for advice, and I thought you would be the most appropriate person to respond to these emails. And hey, Fatty, if you want to talk, just raise your hand and stop feeding your pie hole, okay? Good. So can you give some advice on a couple of listener emails?
Yeah, let's do that. But whatever we do, let's not interrupt Dex eating during the show.
Okay, yeah, that's a good call.
Don't interrupt him.
Yeah, all right, very good.
All right. What do we got? What do we got for questions here?
All right, so the first email came in. Dear Buck and Dex, I just got a text from my fiance saying that he wants to end our relationship. He went to go see his parents a month ago and never came home. He said being home and apart from me made him realize what he really wanted in life, especially with all this COVID stuff happening. I was totally blindsided and devastated. He was taking some family time, but got a call 2 weeks ago that he'd been laid off, so he decided to stay with his parents, saying that if he left, he didn't know when he'd get to see them again. I understand that. I was kind of suspicious that he wasn't anxious to get back to New Mexico. As I was reeling from this decision, he had the nerve to ask me if I would ship his belongings to Florida. He said he really has to be tight with his money right now and didn't have money for shipping. But he really has a lot of stuff, and he says he really needs it. Now, I'm not all that thrilled to keep looking at his stuff, but at the same time, I'm not pumped to pay for his move. By the way, I totally doubt I'll ever see that money back again. How would you handle this?
Lot to unpack there.
There is a lot to unpack. So
there will be even more to unpack if she ships everything.
Yes.
Well, there's a variety of things you can do in that situation. Number one, I think she should realize she's probably better off. I mean, the guy is now unemployed and living with his parents. I can't imagine that's a catch.
Nope.
For her. I also think that probably, you know what I would do?
What's that?
If I were her, I'll tell you what I would do is, I mean, you could say the easy stuff. You could burn his stuff or you could ship it. He said Florida. Maybe he didn't say where in Florida. He could just ship it to Disney World and just be done with it.
Good point.
Just say, hey, I told you, you said Florida. That's in Florida.
Yeah.
You know, ship it to Mickey Mouse or whoever. But what I would do, I'll tell you what I would do. What I would do is I would get I'd find a way to sort of, to get even with them. You know, because if you're going to dump somebody like that, especially during a crisis, that's not a very nice thing to do.
No, it's terrible.
If it were me, personally, what I would do is I would find a box, you know, and I would get in it, and I would ship myself to Florida.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then just, hide in it.
Okay.
And then as soon as he opens it up.
What? I don't know if that's a good idea.
Just knife.
You'd knife him?
Yeah. What you do, Dex, is you hide. Now, Dex.
Yes.
Grubhub isn't going to be able to deliver to a cardboard box, so you're going to want to pack some snacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, Dex, I'm also going to say, Dex, oh, sorry, he's gotten up and he's already too busy to be on the show.
Like snacks like these?
Yeah, so get those snacks. Dex, I'm also going to tell you, can you see this?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, you're going to need a much bigger box.
Yeah, I think that's funny, huh, Buck?
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think it's
Like
amazing.
I think they have like if you can go to a piano store and just say, do you guys have any boxes
really?
left over?
A piano store.
There you go. That's good.
Just something, just so you have room not only for yourself but for your snacks.
There you go. Yeah, he's gonna need a lot of snacks because he's.
I love snacks.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. So that's my main advice to the young lady. Aside from that, she's better off, would be that if she can ship herself in a box to exact her revenge,
Yeah.
that would be my main advice.
I like it all except for the knife at the end. I don't know if we need that.
Well, I know that generally you just use knives to spread mayonnaise, but they have a bunch of functions. You can use them for all kinds of things. You can use them for self-defense.
Yes.
There are whole arts around there. There are arts outside of the culinary arts that you can use knives for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good. All right. So the second email that we got is actually kind of similar. It's from another woman who's a part of the Buck and Dex Army. She says, "Dear Buck and Dex, I've been wanting to end my relationship for a couple of months, but I was waiting till after my boyfriend's birthday, which was 3 weeks ago. Stupid coronavirus has now thrown a wrench into my plans. We live together in a small apartment, and now we're both working from home, and it's become too much. I can't take it. I know he knows something's wrong because we're here all day, every day together, and he's trying to be super nice and sweet, and he's trying to be affectionate throughout the quarantine, and I don't reciprocate at all. I go for walks. He asks me if I want him to come, and I tell him I just want some alone time, so I go by myself. My question is, do I have to wait until the lockdown is over and things are kind of back to normal to break up? I don't think I can go 3 more weeks or much longer in a relationship sleeping next to a guy I don't have any interest in. I really don't know what to do because I can't ask him to leave, or can I? Would people think that I'm the worst person in the world? What should I do?"
I wonder how many people are actually in that situation right now. There's got to be a ton.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of people who wish that they had the cajones to break up with their partner a month ago.
Yes.
Now they're stuck, right? Well, there are direct and indirect ways, offensive and defensive ways to deal with a situation like this. For instance, the most defensive and low-level way to correct this situation is to invite him to go for a walk and let him exit the apartment first, and then when he does, close the door and lock it.
Well, what if he has a key? I mean, he probably has a key, right?
Well, you're going to need to take his keys.
Oh, okay. That's a good call.
So you say, "Don't worry about your keys, honey. I have the keys." And then when he steps out, just lock him out. And either he'll find another place to live, or he'll succumb to the elements.
Yeah.
So that's playing the long game.
Okay.
In the short term, look at how powerful I am. I already broke my glove.
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
I noticed that.
I'm too strong for this. You know.
You have too many muscles in your hand that it just breaks the glove open.
Yeah. You gotta double bag it next time. So another thing. Oh, where are you? There you are.
Whoa.
Another thing you can do if she can't wait that long is to, let's say that this is her boyfriend, okay?
Okay.
And maybe she offers him a snack. Let me find a snack. Dex, can you you have snacks? Can you send over some? What do you got? Doritos. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
So let's say that I get some snacks. I don't have any Doritos. All I got is, let's say, Ritz. Everybody loves a Ritz.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. Yeah.
So I call this distraction putting on the Ritz. Okay. So you just sort of offer him some snacks. You say, "Here, honey, I love you so much and want to be together forever, so I got you some Ritz." And then when he's eating his Ritz,
No, can't do that.
One with some good weight to it too. Really,
you can kill him, Master Ken. You can kill him.
Well, maybe not on the first swing.
I mean, yeah, you could on the first swing.
Yeah, but most likely it's just going to knock him out. So if you don't kill him on the first swing, then do a second swing.
Yeah. Or
Just go until, and he may do that too. When you hit somebody in the head, they kind of,
yeah.
they kind of do that. So so at that point she may have to two-hand it, grab it with two hands, and really just.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
No more relationship.
Okay. I like that. Would you suggest using cast iron?
Ooh, no.
Yeah, whatever you have available. I mean, the harder the iron, the fewer times you're going to have to hit. But it also depends. He may be a delicate fella.
Kind of like Dex?
Yeah, if he has a skull. Well, now Dex. So on the one hand, I imagine that Dex's bones are brittle, but I also think that probably he has a lot of cushion around them. So
That's
you may
probably
have to swing multiple times.
Oh man,
I love it. I love it. Very good. Dex, what do you have for Master Ken?
all right. So, Master Ken, there was a survey that came out, and here's the question I want to throw out to you: if you saw someone out breaking the stay-at-home rules and not social distancing, what would you do?
Well, there's a few things.
Yes.
We already talked about this.
Just go ahead.
I think Dex forgot that we covered this because his mouth was full of Five Guys.
It was. And you know, somebody,
What?
I don't know if you can see this comment right here on the screen, Master Ken, but somebody actually recognized something. Dex didn't even tip the lady. He just slammed the door on her when she dropped off the food.
Absolutely. I did tip, or you tipped through the app.
No,
you didn't. For cash.
Yeah.
Huh?
Why didn't you tip?
I did through the app. You never
Yeah,
used?
but now she's going to be taxed on that.
Yeah, way to go, dude.
Could have done some under the table tipping, and then she probably would have been happier. So
Good point. You're right. I should know this. I was an Uber driver for a while. I did like those. I did like the cash tips.
Yeah, cash is always king.
All right, so we already covered that one. Next topic.
yeah, since we already answered that.
You're right. Sorry, I was totally stuffing my face. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so here's a question for you. So I feel like this has been a pretty easy apocalypse so far. Okay, this has been a little taste of what the apocalypse will be like. So what do people need to do right now to start preparing when the shit hits the fan, when things get bad out there? What are some things people need to start doing to prepare? Because let's face it, we're failing hard during this quarantine time.
So you're talking about more intense survival situations.
Is there anything else we can do to actually, because I feel like if it got harder out there, there is no way we'd be able to survive. There's just, and maybe that's.
You mean if the zombies come?
zombies, or what if another virus, mutated and got even worse, and just anything worse than what's going on right now, how do we handle that?
Well, there's a lot of situations that could happen, and we have to be prepared for all the possibilities, I mean, there are some immediate survival techniques that are a lot more intense that some people might not be ready for. For instance, if the three of us were in a survival situation,
okay,
and we were surrounded, couldn't leave a house, and maybe just had weapons and ran out of food, we would have to pick the fattest one to eat.
Which would be Buck.
No, I don't think it would be me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm losing weight like crazy, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Look at you. Look, you're packing on. We just watched you eat a triple hamburger from triple cheeseburger from Five.
Yeah, and all I can say is keep it up. Keep it up for our own good.
Take off that sweet little coconut shirt you got going on. Let's flex for Master Ken. Go ahead,
up, man. Let
me see those man. Let me see those man.
Crack up right now.
Come on, bro. Let me see them man boobs. Huh?
I'm embracing the crack up.
If you guys want to start doing some webcam girl stuff, I can step out.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. So there's a story, Master Ken, that came out of Michigan. There was a 47-year-old guy in Battle Creek, Michigan. And much like you, he is a master of he can improvise, right? And so he had to go out in public, but he didn't have anything to make a mask with. So he took his girlfriend's thong underwear and used that as a face cover when he went out. Apparently, there was another friend of his that saw him out and started making fun of him. And the guy responded by kicking him in the ribs and punching him in the face. Is that appropriate for, does the punishment fit the crime?
Well, again, the main question is impracticality. Do you want to be making physical contact with somebody that may have the Rona?
Right.
So if you have a mask, if you have, something protecting your mouth, that's good.
Yes.
But you also want to consider using the mask against the buddy. Like, I don't know if the guy who made fun of him was also wearing a mask, but rather than punching and kicking and making contact in a way where you can catch the Rona, maybe you just want to use the mask itself against him.
Okay.
Okay. How would we do that?
One way you can do it is pull it right up over his eyes.
Oh,
okay. Now, if I strike him on the mask here. Okay. So I never make physical contact with his skin. Just punch the mask.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Again, you could take, you could just carry some air freshener and just spray it in his face.
Do you have your own Meridote?
Yeah, I got my own brand.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it FDA approved, but it's tough because there's blood in it.
There's what?
There's blood.
Blood?
What kind of blood? Like human blood?
Yeah, I put a drop of my own blood in each bottle.
Why do you do that?
I have a very strong immune system.
Oh, okay. So you're just spreading your immunity to everybody.
Yeah. I figured hopefully that is as contagious as the Rona.
The Rona. Gotcha.
The Rona, yes.
Okay. I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but as of 44 minutes ago, UFC 249 has been canceled. They were talking about doing it in Lemoore, California, which is funny. That's where I was actually stationed at in the Navy.
Yeah.
And Tony Ferguson was supposed to be fighting Khabib Nurmagomedov, and obviously Khabib can't travel because he's in Russia, so he was going to be fighting Justin Gaethje, and now that is canceled. If you had to pick a winner in that, let's say if we threw all three of those people into the cage, Master Ken, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, and Khabib Nurmagomedov, Who would win that battle?
Is this the fight that they were going to have on the island?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's pretty disappointing. I was looking forward to seeing a Mortal Kombat style combination of the UFC. That was very interesting to me. It was very Enter the Dragon to get all the fighters on an island. Probably Khabib. Khabib's he's a pretty tough fighter. Have high expectations for him. If they were actually going to fight on the island, then I was going to bet on a typhoon, because those hit islands all the time. So I was going to bet on whatever natural disaster, or a tsunami.
Tsunami, yeah.
Tsunami. That would have been that. Talk about a main event. That would have been quite exciting if they were fighting and grappling with all three of them, and then a tsunami just came in and just washed them out into the ocean.
After the sea. Yes.
Yeah. I'd pay to watch that.
Okay. Good. Good. All right. So people that are cooped up right now, Master Ken, we'll start to wrap this up. I don't know if you're a TV watcher, if you watch much television at all, but there's not a whole lot to do, besides work out, do push-ups, and watch television. Is there anything that you would recommend that people binge watch right now if they haven't, or just what are you binge watching, or are you watching?
Well, I saw the Tiger King. Obviously, everyone's seen that now, so that's kind of old news. I like to watch the episodes of Bob Ross.
Oh yeah, happy little
fun.
treat.
Yeah, that's relaxing.
It's very soothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So something about watching a man with an afro paint a forest just helps me relax after a day of stomping groins.
Okay.
Have you ever watched the Vampire Diaries?
No, I have a couple of teenage girl cousins who really like that show.
Yeah, I've been telling him that all along.
Gossip Girls.
His TV picks are that of a 13-year-old.
How about Real Housewives? Do you watch any of the Real Housewives? I'm really into Beverly Hills and Orange County. Those are my two favorites.
I bet you are. That's good, Dex. I think all the ladies watching will greatly enjoy all of those recommendations.
Well, hopefully only one girl. I have a girlfriend, so I mean.
Oh well, we don't want all the women watching to rush at you.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of.
I don't know how they could
happen
after watching you eat that burger.
Oh, I know.
That was probably one of the most frightening things I've ever seen. Just the way you attack that burger. I hope if you're ever attacked out in public by somebody, you defend yourself as vigorously as you ate that hamburger.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just remember that if you're ever attacked, just imagine your attacker has a giant cheeseburger.
All the way cheeseburger. Yes.
The police will show up and you will have eaten a hole right through.
Have you ever seen what's that Pimple Popper show? Dr. Pimple Popper?
Oh yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch that. Anything where somebody's squeezing somebody's insides out. I'll watch that.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, Master Ken, we really appreciate you taking the time to take time out of your workouts just to join us here inside the podcast. Thank you for entering the podcast with us.
We appreciate it.
All right. You're very welcome. I'm glad you both survived. And remember to always re-stomp that groin.
Yes, stomp the groin. Thank you, Master Ken.
Thanks, Master Ken.
Man, that guy's awesome.
He's great, huh?
Love that guy. Yeah.
And he's great, but I'm a little worried that he's going to end up killing somebody with that knife. I don't know.
I thought that was a little bit. I thought that was
overboard.
It was a little bit overboard. I think.
Yeah.
I think he went a little bit overboard. That was bad. Hold on 1 second. What's your email? I'm going to bring somebody on right now with us too. My friend Chris Burnett. He's got a podcast called 10 Drink Minimum, and he's actually on with us right now. I saw that. He posted up. So I've been wanting to have Chris on with us, and we'll pop him an invite. He can hop in here with us, and if he can, and hang out with us for a few minutes. So So Dex, you said you're leaving town. Are you gonna be flying somewhere? What are you doing? Dex, did I lose you?
I'm gonna what everybody here. Hello?
Yeah, you're good.
Check
You're
2
fine.
1.
Just keep going.
Check.
You're good.
I'm gonna do what everybody's not. Oh, am I there?
You're
Hello?
there. You're fine. Keep talking. Oh my God,
Hello?
keep talking. Dex, you're there. Go.
I'm gonna do what.
You know what? You're pissing me off at this point. Such an asshole.
Dude, I frozen. You thought I was frozen.
You did not have me. So what are you doing? Tell us.
Well, no, I'm leaving town, man. I gotta get away for a while.
Okay.
I can't be quarantined like this.
Where
I'm actually going to Hawaii.
You're going to Hawaii. So you're gonna go on a little tube filled with people, no ventilation.
Yes.
And you're
There's not a whole lot of people on the flights. I got a $100 ticket to Hawaii round trip. So why not?
No, you should totally go,
You know?
man. I think that's a great idea. I think that's.
Can I borrow that shirt?
Absolutely not. Yeah, whatever, dude. Somebody wants to know. They posted a comment. Tell them what?
This is a microphone.
Oh, okay. It's a microphone. Yes.
People get weirded out by this microphone.
Well, maybe you shouldn't hold it right in front of your face. You know, you can probably put it down. It will sound just fine. Dex, what are you watching?
Makes me feel like I'm actually doing something.
Oh.
No joke. I'm watching season 14 of The Real Housewives of Orange County. And it's a shitstorm. I've ever witnessed.
That's like what middle-aged women watch.
You've never watched. Bro.
Huh?
All right. Guys watch it too. Nothing wrong with that.
Let's ask everybody who's watching. Let's ask everybody who's on with us right now. Who here is watching The Real Housewives besides Dex? Everybody sound off, because I think you're probably alone by yourself in watching The Real Housewives.
Hello. Am I there?
You know what? I'm just going to get
so
rid of
the
you.
Topic, what Real Housewives are you watching?
None. There you go. I'm not watching any.
None?
Yeah, we're not watching Real Housewives.
Wow.
None. Not happening.
Okay. All right.
Not happening.
So
you're going out of town. When do you leave? Tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. And when will you be back?
But we'll yeah. We'll
Dude, your internet sucks. Okay, your internet's terrible. Can you like stand up and move around or something, because we're having you keep breaking up. All right, very good.
Go.
All right, well, I have to go. I have to go take my kids for a walk. They need to get out of the house and stretch their legs. So I'm gonna go take my kids and on a bike ride or a walk or something. When do you want to come on again? I need you to commit to everybody right now.
Whenever you want.
Okay. I will text you tomorrow. Safe travels to Hawaii. And yeah, safe travels to Hawaii. Good luck, sir.
Love everyone.
You guys have a great night. We'll see you later.